Okay, I call this special meeting of the Southborough Personnel Board to order. We have one item of business, the compensation rate for a new hire in the Business Administration 1 position in the building department. There is a memo in the file. Mark, do you want to add anything to that?
Nothing that wouldn't embarrass me further. So I just appreciate the boards. I appreciate you getting together quickly. The last meeting, again, Vanessa has seen me struggle with this with the two BA1 positions we have. I kept mixing them up, and I thought that this position didn't require approval for the salary because it was below midpoint. It's actually just above midpoint. If there is a silver lining to this, it actually will fall on one of the steps as you approved it. So there will be no adjustment that will be needed for next year.
Okay, and I don't want to dwell on it at the risk of further embarrassing you about the errors in the most recent memo, the grammatical errors, but so the $30.21 falls where on the grid? Are you saying, what grid are you talking about?
I'm sorry, on the steps you just approved.
Okay, so the old grid with the 2% increase, is that what you're? I'm
so
confused.
the steps that you just put in place,
Right.
it will fall on one of those steps.
The FY24 hypothetical grid is, I think, what we've been calling it in the packet.
And it falls into like the 7 or 11-year category, Mark, is that correct? Based on her experience, doesn't it fall pretty far into that? If you look at the 30.21, I don't have the grid in front of me, but I'm recalling it. Does anyone have that grid in front of them?
Well, I have the old grid, but I don't have the hypothetical grid.
Okay.
Well, irrespective, it falls, the midpoint for a grade 4 is 30.02.
Okay.
So the board needs to approve this as it is above midpoint.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as it falls on the grid, I'm happy. So that's the only issue I had. Anyone else have any other questions, concerns?
I just got a question, and just for my own information. When we got the original package for this, didn't have the party's name on it, and now the package we got today has the party's name on it. Why don't we see that in the first place?
Because the board had not seen it and the board had not appointed her yet.
The select board.
The select board.
Sorry, select board. Yeah, so in the past, John, what we've done is we've, tried to provide the information, to the personnel board, almost like a blind resume review, so that you're able to make the determinations. Usually it's for the determination of the 3 week of a third week of vacation. And so the board likes to be able to see that so they can make the determination themselves that in fact the candidate does comply with the requirements for the 3rd week.
Okay, obviously the people that are doing the interviews know who they are. So like, I was just finding it helpful that where they came from might check references or whatnot.
Okay, but that's not really our job to do that. That's Mark's job to do that in this case.
Yeah, okay, that's all right.
Okay.
For information.
No, that's fine. Okay, is there a motion? Or shall I make one?
You make it.
All right. I move that we approve a starting salary of a starting rate of pay of $30.21 per hour for the new hire in the Business Administrator 1 position in the building department.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Ms. Jasinski,
Aye.
Ms. Jones-Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Thorburn,
Aye.
Mr. Malinowski.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. That is approved unanimously. Is there any other business?
I opened the grid, so it looks like it's an A5 step 4. Is that correct? 3021?
It's 3021 yet.
That's an A5 step 4.
Oh, it's
Based
supposed to
on-
be an A4.
Supposed
So
to be eight, yeah, that's,
A4?
yeah.
I just
Hang on.
got to the
Second,
same place,
between
Jason.
eight- It's between an 8 and a 9. Falls between 8 and 9,
Correct. It's not a step.
right?
Wait a
I
minute.
just opened Brian's file.
That was my concern, because the grid we were looking at the last meeting, it doesn't
Wait.
fall on the step. That's why I raised it. So I thought there was some other grid that,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, A4,
If you want, I can share the screen.
yeah, it falls between step 8 and step 9. Falls between the 2973 on 8 and 3032 on step 9.
So Vanessa, I had 3032. Why I can't, I don't know why I was saying 3021. Unless,
I don't know. I was just trying to get to Brian's updated sheet.
I mean, from our perspective, we want it to be 3032.
correct.
So,
And that is what the vote should be.
Which would then put it in between the steps, so there would be a little bit of an adjustment for this new employee for next year.
why at
What-
3032, it wouldn't be between steps?
What did the offer letter say to this employee?
It was 3032.
All right, which falls, and this is a A4 position, correct?
Correct.
Yes,
So that is clearly step 9 on here, clearly above
Correct.
midpoint. So it sounds like we need a new motion.
Yes, just let's make sure are we clear that that's what was offered? That's what was approved by the select board?
So select board didn't approve the raise, select board approved the appointment.
Okay. But I mean, again, as I said, from our perspective, we definitely want 3032.
Absolutely.
So
But
unless,
what was the offer letter?
3032. I have the offer letter open.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay,
that's what's important. It's gotta be the
Right.
same, so. Okay,
okay,
Barry, make a new motion.
all right. So I move that we strike the prior vote and that we approve a starting hourly rate of $30.32 for the new hire in the Business Administrator 1 position in the building department.
Second,
Okay. Any further discussion?
I'd
Seeing
say
none,
for purposes of the minutes, that's an A4 step 9.
yes.
right, except we don't, okay, fine. All right, all in favor, Ms. Jazinski,
Aye.
Ms. Jones Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Thorburn,
Aye,
Mr. Malinowski,
Aye.
chair votes aye. That is approved. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
second,
Okay. All in favor, Ms. Jazinski,
Aye.
Ms. Jones Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Thorburn,
aye.
Mr. Malinowski.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye, Mark.